Good morning, my friends. I'm going to teach you technical writing for second year maths semester. Hope you are all fine by maintaining social distance. Now I shall tell you the importance of writing skills, how writing skills play an important role in everyone's life. So there are four types of skills are there: listening, speaking, reading, writing. When you listen, you get ideas. When you read, you get clarity. When you speak, you get a confident. When you write, you get everything: confident, ideas, everything. So these are the four skills are very important. Now I'm going to emphasize one important point: writing skill. This writing skill will be very useful for your future progress. When we go for job, we get the opportunities to prove ourselves who we are. So we can get a job by our speaking skills. Suppose you have communication skills, you can get a job in an organization. After getting the job, what the employer will expect you? The employer must have all the potentialities. Suppose sometime the employer will ask you to send email, or the employer will ask you to draft a letter which has to be sent to other countries, and you will be standing there and asking you to send the email within a nanosecond. If you are familiar with the language, if you are familiar with the writing style, you can send it very easily. If you are not familiar with the language, suppose if you are not familiar with the writing style, you cannot send it. You may have a kind of fear. You cannot reveal it to your employer. Ultimately, you become a dependency will be there. You will become a dependent personality. Suppose if you know it properly, you will become independent personality. This no need to fear your employer. He has given you the assignment and you are doing the work sincerely with your knowledge. Suppose if you don't know anything to drafting or sending email, so you feel a kind of embarrassment. So can you go and ask your friend to help you to send the email or draft a letter for you? How long your friend will help you to send the letter? How long your friend will help you to draft? How long your friend will help you to send the email? Is it possible forever? It's not possible. Sometimes he may not have time to help you because you are asking him to help you. Sometimes he may help you. Most of the time he cannot help you because he may have his work. So we have to develop writing skills so that we will have a super future. We can live a good life without dependency. So I expect you people to have knowledge of writing skills. So knowledge is essential. There are 30 points are there in my mind which I am going to share with you regarding writing skills. Why writing skills are more important, you may come to know. But I am going to share with you 30 points regarding the writing skills, how writing skills more important for a person to sustain or survive or live commandingly anywhere, wherever he goes. Now I am going to tell you 30 points. The first point, I begin. It is essential writing skills for job. So it is an essential job skills. When you go for job, it is an essential. You cannot survive in the job without these skills. So you may have good percentage, or you may have any degrees, or you may study anywhere. But when you go for a job, they expect this skill from you. If you have this skill, you can sustain in the concern without any fear, or else you will have fear to work in the concern every day because a lack of knowledge of writing skills. So you must not have fear. If you know everything properly, you need not to fear anyone. If you have a kind of problem, you will have to fear everyone and you cannot work there peacefully. So it is essential job skills. Second one, it builds discipline. Language or writing skills builds discipline. Writing skill builds discipline because whatever you write, whatever you do every day. Suppose you meet someone, you write. So what you do is the entire day you are going to write in a diary. So if you write, it means it becomes a kind of discipline. There won't be any problem for you. It gives you confidence. It gives you a kind of discipline. It builds a kind of discipline. So write more. So whatever you do, wherever you go, whom you meet, so you have to write in a diary so that you can get a kind of discipline. The third one is creative writing engages both the sides of the brain. So if you go on writing, you'll have creative thinking. Both the sides of the brain will be working continuously. If you stop writing, you cannot have creative thinking. If you go on writing, you will have creative thinking. This creative thinking will be helpful for you and both the sides of the brain will be functioning. It's very important. The fourth point is, so it helps you to think and get through the problems. So whatever you plan in your mind, so whatever you have in your mind, through your writing skills, so this problem can be solved through your writing skills. Sometimes you may speak with someone, they may not hear you because you go on explaining, they may not hear you. Once you write, they will hear you. And their writing style will help you to solve your problems. Next, written word influence society. Written word influence society. You might have known writers. So their words influence society. So whatever you speak, it will be forgotten by the people. So whatever you write that cannot be forgotten, that will be remembered by the people. People will be remembering your words because written words influence society. It inspires society. So whatever you say, that will not be forgotten by anyone. That will be thinking by everyone forever. So writing gives confidence like this. When you speak or when you listen or when you read, people will forget. So when you write, people never forget and they will be thinking your words. So written words influence society. So writers are not there, they have written, so they have gone away from this world. Still people are thinking their words. So they have influenced a lot through their words. So writing style is more important for everyone. We would not have history if we don't write. We would not have history if you don't write. So you may live in this world for 100 years. If you don't write, you won't have any history. Your writing style, your writing will create a history. Because simply, you know, sir, I have been living here for more than 75 years, but I don't write anything. So there won't be any history which belongs to you. So writing style, writing is more important. Writing would create you a history. History will be talking about you forever. You may not be in this world, but history will be talking about you. That's very important. People have to think that history will be speaking about us. We would not have our history if you don't write. So we have to write to create history. The history will be there forever in our future. That's very important. Next, everyone has a book inside them. We think that we don't know anything. but we have a book inside us. So we have good knowledge. So we can inculcate the knowledge. So we have good knowledge. This knowledge will be helpful for us to live in this world commandingly. If you write, you come to know your problem. You come to know your weakness. So if you come to know what you know, if you come to know what you don't know, so that what everyone has a book inside them. We have a book inside us. So because we have a we just so we can go on writing without any distractions. If you think you can write, if you think you cannot, you cannot. So that we think that we can write. If you think you can write, you can write. So you are more than a book. So it helps you to understand who you are and what type of man you are. You have all the capabilities which enable you to reach the destinations. You are more likely to achieve written goals. Suppose you may have fear to talk with your employer. You are working in a concern for more than 20 years. Still you have fear to talk with your employer. So what will you do? You cannot talk with your employer, but you plan to talk with your employer, but your employer comes, you have fear, but words are not coming properly. So what will you do? So writing will help you to express your problems, to express your ideas, so that the employer will be excited to know about your personalities. Suppose you are not writing and you are not speaking, you are suppressing everything in your heart, how the employer will come to know about you? The employer never come to know unless you express your ideas either written or spoken. Here writing style, writing enable you to express your ideas to your employer. Employer will understand your problem. So you are this kind of man. So since 20 years you have a fear to express something properly. Now I understand who you are. He will give you more assignment. He will give you more responsibilities. So it helps you to work there commandingly. Now, improvement comes from practice. Idea comes from experience. Improvement comes from practice. Suppose if you have experience, you get the ideas. Suppose you get the improvement from the practice. Without experience, there is no ideas. Without practice, there is no improvement. When you go on writing, you get practice. When you get the practice, you get the clarity. When you get the clarity, you get the expressions. When you get the expression, you get the beautiful words. When you get the beautiful words, so people will listen your ideas. So improvement comes from practice. So when we do practice, we can get all these things. When we don't do practice, we never get it. We think that we will get the improvement. We may think like that, but without making the practice, we never get the improvement. I told you clearly, idea comes from experience. Improvement comes only through practice. We may think that we can get the practice. So now without doing practice, we may get the improvement. How it is possible? So practically it is not possible. Everyone, everywhere has to do some practice to get the refinement in the work which we like to do. If it is done like that, we get the improvement. Or else we never get the improvement. We think we may get the improvement, but we never get it. Unless we take the initiatives. No. Well-written works are respected more. Suppose well-written works are respected more. Suppose you write something good, You have drafted a beautiful letter. Then people ask you, who has drafted this letter? This letter is drafted by my friend. Who is your friend? Where he resides? They will ask, they will eager to know about the personality, because the person who has drafted the letter wonderfully. So if it is written but beautifully, people ask. If it is not written properly, people ask. People ask for two reasons. If it is good, people will ask. If it is not good, people will ask. If it is written properly, people will ask. How can you convince people? You cannot convince people unless it is good. Well written works are respected by everybody. So far, I have told you 10 points which are very important for writing skills. One is, it is essential communication job skills. Second, it builds discipline. Third, it creates creative thinking, engage both the sides of the brain. It helps you to think innovatively. It helps you to think differently from others. It would not have, we would not have history if you don't write. Everyone has a book inside them. So you are likely to achieve the goal if you have good writing skills. Improvement comes from experience. Improvement comes from practice. So improvement, idea comes only from experience. Improvement comes only through practice. Then well-written work respected more by the people. So people will be thinking about your progress. If it is good, they will be respecting your words. So you are writing good. And excellent communication stems from excellent writing. If you have good language, you will have good excellent writing. If you have excellent writing, you will have excellent communication. If there is no good language, there won't be any excellent writing. If there is no any excellent writing, there won't be any superb communication. You must have excellent writing. You must have good communication. So that without excellent writing, there is no communication. So you are expected to have good writing with the help of good language, to have greatest communication. It is possible. If it is not there, your communication will not be highlighted. Suppose you don't have language, you will not have writing skills. Suppose if you don't have writing skills, you never have beautiful communication. To have beautiful communication, you must have beautiful language and beautiful writing skills. So I was telling you the importance of writing skills, how writing skills play an important role. All excellent communication stems from excellent writing. Without excellent writing, this language, there is no excellent writing. Without excellent writing, there is no language. So you must have good language to have excellent writing. Then you have beautiful communication. Now, your thoughts are more organized. So when you write something, your thought should be more organized. Without organizing, just like that, if you write, no one is going to read out your writing. So your thoughts must be organized, for which your language must be composed. If this language is composed, your thoughts will be organized. If thought is organized, you can write everything fantastically. If you don't have organized thoughts, it means you don't have proper composed language. Next. Writing clarifies your idea for yourself or others. So if you write, the writing clarify your ideas for yourself and others. So the writing has to clarify the ideas for yourself and others. We should not write for ourselves. When we write, we should keep the audience in mind so that our ideas will clarify ourselves and others. We have to write like that. Then, writing is an important work skills. So without writing, we cannot work anywhere. How long will you speak? It's not possible. You have to write. So sometime, at least you may get a chance to write half an hour, 2 hours like this. You may get a chance. So you must have writing skills. Writing skills is a very essential to survive in an organization. Without writing skills, if you are trying to be there, it's not possible. So whatever the speaking skill you have, that's different. But you must have writing skills. Writing skills accumulates your career. So writing skills is more important for everyone. You must have writing skills. Writing fears and worries shrink and their impact. Writing fears and worries shrinks their impact. When you go on writing, you won't have any fear. When you stop writing, you will have more fear to write. Then, concise writing quickly transmit ideas. Concise writing quickly transmit ideas. So whether you write number of pages are not important here. Your ideas must be concise. It has to transmit some ideas to the people who are going to read out. So whatever we write, it should not be for ourselves. It has to transmit some ideas for others. So we have to write like that. If you write like that, so it will be very happy for the people who read comfortably. None. Regular writing improves vocabulary, other communication skills. So when you go on writing every day, regularly you are writing, it improves vocabulary, other communication skills. So we write every day, so we have a kind of improvement, and we can find new vocabulary in our sentences. So if you write continuously, or if you write for a week, then you give up writing, again you write, you won't have any improvement. Your writing should be continued. Then only you can find some improvement in vocabulary. So regular writing improves vocabulary, other communication skills. Writing explore are other options. Writing explores, so it develops the personality. So you come to know who you are. You are exploring your ideas and you are telling about writing. Writing gives you and makes you a great man. So these are the very important points which we have to keep in our mind while writing. If you keep all these points, or if you adopt all these points while writing, your writing will be superb. So these points and ideas will be very helpful for a great writer. I hope you do understand the importance of writing. This writing will give you clarity, and superb expression. Follow all these rules and regulation and try to write clearly. So your writing skills will help you to reach destinations. Without writing skills, you cannot reach your destination. I think you are all aware of that about the importance of writing, how writing is very important for a person to prove anywhere about his caliber. Without writing skills, we cannot survive. People, they may speak sometime, but they cannot speak forever. Sometimes they have some work, even computer. You must have writing skills, you must know English, you must have writing skills so that you can send correspondence, you can send text messages, you can send email. Suppose you want to send email, a message on behalf of your employer, you must have writing skills. Your writing skills will help you to send the email messages or text messages very easily. Even it's computer, you must have writing skills. So without writing skills, we cannot assume to survive anywhere. So writing skill is an essential part of life. So we understand how it reflects our life. Four skills are more important: listening, speaking, reading. But writing is also one of the greatest skills, which helps you to draft or write or make document. How without this, how you are going to register your ideas? You cannot register your ideas. So you need writing skills to show your potentialities. So don't feel that just you are image students. So you understand what is the importance of writing, how writing gives you and makes you a strongest man in the future. I have already told you, spoken can be forgotten, written cannot be forgotten, it is registered. You just understand the importance of your writing style. So try to take the initiatives, and if you have any kind of clarification, you may ask me so that I will help you. Thank you so much.